Courtyard, too. Alright. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. You really gonna defend that nun, Iris, for the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. Gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. So how much has your running spout leaked over the years? Oh, wow, he has more to talk about here? Okay. Victim is famous picture book author Miss Elise Dunham. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. The cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. Bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. Two-story building. That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. It just happens to be the room that Elise Dunham was staying in. And she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Okay, we got the autopsy report. Now then, Detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Oh wow, we got animated icons? Oh snap. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The inner temple, huh? I'd like more information about that place. Trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. Wonder if the rumors are true. Oh, wait, no, that was him. Wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why. I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We got Bear Hugger coming back all the way from Punch-Out! Only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir. There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. But, you know, Godot is... okay. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Who? What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing there is the inner temple. Here it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. You won't have anything new? Yeah, okay. Nothing on the autopsy report, really. What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night? Seems that way. Apparently she hasn't gone back to Karain Village either, sir. But it's true that she was with Elise Dunham at some point last night. No doubt about it. Huh. Yeah, you mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Dunham also... Don't jump to any crazy conclusions. Ouch. You sure have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. It's downright fierce. Wonder if Maya's alright. I can never show my face right again if something were to happen to her. Oh, it'll be okay. If that ever happens, I'm just showing my face. How's that? I didn't mean it like that, sir. It's just a silly little joke. What if there's another way to get across to the other side? Support wires for the bridge are still intact, correct? That bridge is almost 20 yards long. I know it may look like it, Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm no superhero. In any case, I just hope Maya's alright. Wow, he actually has a heart. I'm shocked, stunned, and bewildered. Wow, that's a lot of blood. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How'd you know? Oh my god. No. What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Dunham. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah. Listen. It's just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. Truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. Okay. Oh god, I just remember that song from Corky and the Juice Pigs, Remember. Like when he said, this is good wood. Like, hey, this is good wood. Good wood to lick. It was a very weird song, and it was like a parody of REM. Does anybody even remember who REM is in fucking 2020? But yeah, it was just like a really weird song. Hilarious, too. Recommend looking it up. Like, in my mind... Or wait, no. I'm trying to remember, like, one of the things about it, like... Every time I look out of my window and I see your face, and then I... Like... Alright, well, now it's not the time, but essentially, like, I look out the window and I see your face, and that scares me because I live on the 12th floor or something like that. Alright. The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right. I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, that makes sense. But wouldn't it be easier just to build the place slanted, sir? Fail to see how you can consider that to be an even remotely good idea. Yeah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know. Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad? Oh, crap, alright, sleds, okay. Ladder? The main gate must be just over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. Jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words. Damn, he used the big vocabulary. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon? Sure is. It's called a Psychelocks, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. Suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep. It's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Psychelocks too, sir. You didn't say sir, but alright. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Psychelocks added to the court record. Okay. Oh god, remember is just still playing in my head. It's stuck in there so bad. Oh. So I think I might have already told you about this, but truth is, when I was a little kid, you wanted to become a wizard, right? Hey, that's amazing. How'd you know that? So, what do you think? I make a really great one, don't you think? Just had this conversation a little while ago, detective. Sword represents the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Never heard that one. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life would I have had if I hadn't joined the homicide division? So you think about that kind of thing too, huh? Of course I do. Think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. Guess he doesn't have any plans to leave the force. Anything new? No? Okay. Then back to the main hall. Anything new? But I can present to you. No, not. Alright. No, not about the staff. Alright, but she'll probably talk about the sword. No! Alright. I guess it's Psychelocks breaking time? Oh, we got something new. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of Psychelocks. Guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Alright, well, nothing there. Nothing here. Mr. Edgeworth. Came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that I... Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Dunham with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. Wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those Psychelocks. I love that he's just sticking to, like, calling them that. Is that the murder weapon? Yes, it is. Have you ever seen it before? Yes. Miss Gami was holding it, or Amy, in the courtyard. And apparently the head nun witnessed the whole sad affair. She saw you stabbing Miss Elise Dunham with this very sword last night. Nothing. Nothing. This letter, it appears to be addressed to you. I think it's someone's idea of a joke, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I threw it away. She's not giving me a straight answer for some reason. I'm gonna have to find someone else who can give me more information about this. Well, for starters... I was frightened. Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe the case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple last night? Yes, I swear I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris? I wonder. Wait a minute, wait, let me read it. Is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth? Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there is one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix Wright. You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. Alright. After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where's it on this map? It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is the secret that you locked away in your heart? Yes. It looks as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, we got her testimony. Ring lights up bell at 10 and was in the room until the murder was discovered. Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. That sounds suspicious as fuck. Nothing. This is the trainee's younger sister, correct? She's cute as a button. She seems to really love mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh? She even said she was going to have the leftovers for dinner the next night. And then she took the leftover potatoes and the whole pot of gravy with her to her room. It's quite an appetite for such a little girl. Oh, this is the woman who was to undergo training last night. She seems like a very strong, reliable woman. Whatever else anyone has to say about this Iris woman. I can't exactly say she's the best judge of character. I'd like to ask you about Sister Bikini, the head of Hazakura Temple. She raised me as if she were my real mother. As if she were your real mother? I was left at Hazakura Temple when I was just a small child. And she's taken care of me ever since. Forgive me for sounding rude, but what about your family? I'm sorry, but I'd rather not talk about this. I gave it a shot. Alright. Well, then I guess we're going to Heavenly Hall. Oh my god. Whoa. Not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Tisk. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Oh. Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. Even chase one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, yo. About what you just said. I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Glare. Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. And pointing with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Larry? What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds like a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Hot water? Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell what she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked, indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. You really want to know the answer to that? I'm going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? That kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? Alright, before we break his spirit, what is this festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? Never would have expected that. Be quiet already, I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crime? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. Oh, crane. But, alright, quarter-inch crane without a single flaw? Really? Quarter-inch? Okay. You know, Edgy, nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, it's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Yeah, this is exactly why I hate childhood friends. He just hates everybody. It's a little far, but I have a pretty clear view of Dusky Bridge from here. I still can't believe it. Really? What is it, Larry? Huh? Nothing. It's nothing. That's pretty suspicious to me. Something about that statement smells. You know what they say? Yeah, how it smells usually the butts. This is the Eagle River, sir. Runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had iced over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. You gotta forgive him, he was born stupid. That's a horrible graffiti problem you've got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven because that thing is hell. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. What do you care? Alright, I think we got about everything. Let's try breaking that lock. The night of the cry. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That's a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, but not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire. You're saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. Still 3 Psychelocks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where? You say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Because the main hall is very far away. is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge from was... here. Naturally, Heavenly Hall. Well, why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Ah! Uh-oh. In other words, you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you have at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunrise. Or sunset, rather. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call affaire de coeur. I think you mean affaire de coeur. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. This dude did the latter. Ain't this about nothing? There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in the book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Wow, I'm so sorry. What? He's giving him tips on how to blackmail. What is on his shirt? That face. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry, don't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What? Threatening stuff? I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. It sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burns so hotly it can melt all the snow of this mountain. Oh? Then what is this secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault. I don't have any other envelopes, yeesh. My God. Oh my God. Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. Really want to know? Last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry. What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What doesn't? That's all there is to your story. Your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Really? What? No. What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. So Iris has 5 locks for Phoenix, and Larry has 5 locks for Edgeworth. But it doesn't matter because Edgeworth, he doesn't do this Magatama shit, so he's just going to take him to the stand. So, next time, the trial begins. Our first time actually controlling Edgeworth. It's going to be interesting. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and see you next time for some more Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Goodbye.